Hey guys, so I am an absolute yikes person. I was gonna say a hot mess, but everyone says that I say that too much, so. But being all serious, I did just wake up, so I do look a little crazy, and I'm sure you guys can tell. Today's gonna be a free makeup type of day because I've been wearing makeup every day for like a week now, and my face needs to breathe. This video is going to be a story time about my dietitian, and I need you guys to buckle your seats, get some popcorn, do whatever you do, because I'm just like shooketh and I don't know what is going on. I am like so confused with life right now. This is not something you really want to wake up to, but I'm gonna be reading some messages and doing a little bit of a backstory to kind of get you guys to understand. But no, there will be no name dropping. I'm not gonna be saying her name. I'm not gonna be saying her anything. Instagram name, nothing. Like, it doesn't need to be said because I don't want people to find her, attack her, find her, or be like, good job, you know, or anything. Like, no one needs to know who she is. So I'm just gonna kind of start with the very beginning. I was on Instagram one day, but I mean, who isn't? Like, everyone has an Instagram, and I get a lot of messages on there. Obviously I don't reply to every single one because I do get a lot, but I do read every single one. So if you want to message me on Instagram, go for it. I get a message from someone, and this is what it says. Hey, I have been following your journey for a while in full support. I'm a dietitian and live in Kentucky. If you ever need help, I'm here for you. I know you had issues finding one in the past. I can come to you or just chat anytime if you need. So when I saw that, because I have had people fake being companies, just faking who they were. I've had this happen so many times before. You can ask Becky, she's been there to see it all. So I went to her Instagram because that's what I do. If you're gonna tell me you're someone, I'm gonna go check that ish out, and I'm gonna see if you were being honest with me. So I went to her Instagram, and she was 100% being honest. Her whole feed is her. She's absolutely beautiful. You can tell she's fit and she eats healthy. And one of the photos was actually her with her certificate. She was considered like an RD dietitian. I don't really know, I don't know code words, I don't know like the actual wording for this, but she was legally a dietitian. So I replied and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, this is amazing. I love all the advice you can give. I said that because I was like, oh my god, this is like so amazing, because I have been wanting a dietitian for so long, and it's just like everywhere in Kentucky that I've tried to find one, it didn't work out, or I couldn't find one. So it's just been a mess. And she just replied and said, yay, so happy to hear that. So I said, what advice do you have for me? And she sent a whole paragraph, and she said, well, it's hard to spot random advice just based off of your videos. I know just about everyone leaves whatever diet recommendation on the comments of your videos, so you get plenty of that. In general, I always encourage my clients to take baby steps and find what works for them. The right diet for anyone is a diet that works for them. I generally like to see a food diary for week of eating and base any advice and steps to start taking based off of that. If you aren't feeling that, I'd be happy to just send some great evidence based on nutrition articles and info sheets to you that you have food lists and diet plans. I said, oh yeah, I'd love to see the articles. Do you recommend I calorie count? She said, I do. Choosing more healthy and whole foods is great and all, but weight loss is all that matters when starting from a bigger size. The rest will come with time. Weight Watchers is a little iffy just because it does give you 0 points for a lot of foods, which isn't great for people with a history of overeating. My biggest piece of advice is not to feel like you have to hit your calorie minimum every day. It's okay to be under your limit some days. Starvation mode is not a true thing. 2,500 to 3,000 calories would be a good range for you to lose weight. Steady, but still shows progress. So that is kind of where I got that 2,500 to 3,000 calorie situation. We do end up starting to text each other, and I'm, like I said, this whole video, like, I'm literally gonna read every text message, but I'm not gonna give away any personal information. Like I told you guys in a video, that is how many calories she told me to eat, and everyone thought I was lying. I said, and by the way, this title is not clickbait. My dietitian has blocked me. So I replied with, so what kind of foods should I be eating? Can I be your client, or how does that work? Can't wait to hear back from you. I wanted this to be a little bit more professional. I didn't want it to seem like two friends just messaging each other, giving advice. I wanted to be her client. I thought I was gonna have to pay for it, which I was totally fine with. I was totally okay with that, but I wanted to figure out how this was gonna work. She replied with, it can work however you want. I can meet with you in person, or we can continue to just text/chat, whatever support you need. I'll get some info sent over to you tomorrow on food lists/example diets and whatnot. I'll try to start working on it today. My Fridays tend to be busy at work though. Since I offer my services and want to help, I'll keep this all free of charge. Do you have an email or something to send over packets? Don't think it will work over Instagram DM. I sent her my email and she said, let me know if you need anything in the meantime. I think it was, yeah, a few hours later, I said, would it be easier to text? I never get my number out, so this would be weird for me, LOL. I'm gonna have to trust you with it. I'm assuming I'm now your client and you're my dietitian, so this is professional, I would say, because I wanted this to be professional. I did not want it to, like I said, to just be some random person. Well, it really is random, but when you physically go to a dietitian, that's also random. This person's a stranger to you. So I just wanted to make this as legit as possible. And she said, yep, confidentiality is extremely important. Anything you say is just between me and you. I know a lot of people can look at this as, well, Amberlynn, are you sharing this? Can you get in trouble for this? Honestly, no, because she's not telling me anything. Like, I'm literally just telling you guys everything that I said to her. So now we start texting. So this is kind of a lot, so this video might be kind of long, so I do apologize. I just, because she sent me her number and I just replied, hey. I said, okay, hi, so how long have you been watching my videos? Because I was very curious, like, how well did she know like how bad I was, if you know what I'm saying. She said, wow, I honestly don't remember, maybe a couple of years when I was in school to be a dietitian, I got really into watching weight loss YouTube channels to get a better idea of things from their perspective, since I was working with so many people in that situation. I said, so you know a lot of what I'm going through and a lot of my story. And she said, I do, at least from what you show. I said, feel free to ask whatever. I've been really wanting a dietitian but can't seem to find any where I live. I really appreciate you reaching out to me. I don't know why I'm reading all this to you, but I think I just want to give you guys like a bigger picture of kind of like the correspondence me and her did share. She said, I vaguely remembered you mentioning your struggle to find one. Well, even though this is not particularly professional start, I promise to respect your privacy and do my best to help you when you need it. Hopefully the things I email to you will be a good base to start from. That right there, that text message, I really appreciated. But my response was, this doesn't have to be professional. I'm in need of help and you're a dietitian. So it's perfect. I'm just grateful you're willing. When do you think you can email me the packets? So the reason why I said that this doesn't have to be professional is because I didn't want to scare her away. I really was appreciating her help, because sometimes when you're in dire need, you'll go to great lengths, and this was just a stranger to me, but it seemed like she really knew what she was talking about. She said, I'll start tonight and send it out tomorrow. I'm still at work filling in for another dietitian at the moment. I said, oh, okay, so the packets will be handmade by you? She said, well, while not each form is made by me, I'm going to try and customize the whole packet for you. Just information I think you might find beneficial and interesting. I said, oh, okay, and then what? Because I was curious. And then after she sends me the packets, what's next in this? She said, well, the main thing that will be beneficial is a 1-week food log. I'll send you a blank one to fill out along with other stuff. A whole diet overhaul is never going to work. And then I'll be able to evaluate and pinpoint where you can make small changes that will add up over time. But that's the only way I'll be able to figure out what areas you need to work on. And I said, I'm currently working on trying to eat less already, so the food log won't show how bad it really got in the recent past. And she said, that's fine, anything helps. I've mainly worked with bariatric surgery patients, so I've seen/heard it all. I think it was the next day, and she said, hey, I sent an email to you with all the general nutrition guidelines just a moment ago. And I said, and this is what you're telling me I should go by. She said, I think it's good stuff to implement into your daily life. Completely overhauling your diet isn't feasible and will just be causing binging from experience. For now, I would recommend just looking over everything and see if you have any questions/concerns, see if any of it seems doable. I said, here's an example of something that I know I will do. If I'm doing a 2,400 calorie diet, am I allowed to eat Burger King? Am I allowed to go out to restaurants? I've gotten so accustomed to living that lifestyle that even when I'm counting calories, I'll find a way to eat there. Advice? Thoughts? So I asked her this because that is something that I do. If I am counting calories and allowing myself to eat pretty much in moderation or just kind of like whatever I want, I will choose fast food or restaurants over cooking at home. So since I now had a dietitian at my hands who seemed very patient and helpful, and like she knew what she was talking about, I really wanted to know, was this okay? So she said, I would try limiting eating out. For example, if you eat out 5 times a week, try to make it 4. Or if you eat out daily, try to skip a day. Small steps like that. But for now, if you can really get into your calorie limit, do it. Go out to eat, but pay attention to the calories. Completely cutting it out will just lead to cheat days, which tend to cycle out of control for most people. So yes, go out to eat. Make sure to pay attention to the calories. So that's exactly what I said to you guys in a video where I was like, my dietitian said I can eat out still, I can eat whatever I want, just stay under my calories. And everyone's like, you're a liar, you're crazy. No dietitian would say that, but she really did. And I replied with, thanks so much for the advice. I'm going to be sharing this with YouTube that I finally found a dietitian. I will never say who, I'll never say your name or anything like that, completely personal. I'm just hoping people will see that by keeping in contact with you and asking all the necessary questions that I really am going to try to do this. That was my way of trying to see if it was cool that I shared that I finally had someone help me. She said, absolutely. Hopefully I'll be a better resource than random Googling for you. I said, you're helping already. So how many calories should I do? I know this is probably a common thing, but I'm gonna start on Monday. I've already ate today and I have no idea how many calories I consumed. Her answer is, eating 3,000 calories a day would have you losing about a pound a week. 2,500 would be about 2 pounds a week of actual fat. You'll lose more weight just including water and all. Either would be fine, but I'd aim for somewhere between 2,500 to 3,000. You can bring it down as you lose weight. I said, do you recommend using a calorie counting app or just doing it on paper? She said, whatever is easier for you. I'm personally a huge fan of MyFitnessPal, plus it calculates everything like nutrients and gives you a weekly average. I said, okay, awesome. MyFitnessPal is great. I've used it plenty before. How often should I weigh myself? She said, as long as you're on track, once or twice a week is ideal. Weighing daily can make you feel down if you're not losing every single day, which doesn't happen just from natural fluctuations. You just have to trust the process. I love nutrition because your body won't lie. If you count your calories honestly, you will lose weight no matter what. It's all science. People tend to underestimate how much they eat and get angry about not losing weight, but it just always means you're eating more than you think. That's why tracking every bite is so important. I said, can you give me an example of what I should eat, or do I just eat whatever right now while counting calories? I feel like she tells me things and then I kind of ask it in like a different way, because that's just the type of person I am. She said, eat what you want while counting calories. That's going to be the most manageable. There's no reason to try and stick to a completely new way of eating so early on. And that's exactly what I told you guys. And then I was like, okay, I'm actually going to start tomorrow, not Monday. So I was proud of myself that I was going to jump on that bandwagon even before Monday comes along. And I asked her, have you ever worked with people my size before? And she said, yes, I worked with patients before weight loss surgeries. Most doctors / insurances require a certain amount of visits with a dietitian before they are approved for surgery. And I said, and did they lose weight eating almost 3,000 calories? I like to hear about other people's successes, but it's hard to find that nowadays. No one is really my size, and if they are, they don't want to broadcast it all over social media. She said, yep, between 2,500 and 3,000 calories was usually good to lose weight. Most of them did some form of light walking daily to build up their strength. We did usually bring them down to 1,200 calories the month before surgery to lose the bulk of pre-surgery weight. Most would lose about 50 pounds that month. 2,500 to 3,000 calories is a good steady weight loss. Nothing dramatic, but manageable. I said, is it normal to fear that me eating anywhere near 3,000 calories will actually make me gain weight? You guys, I was scared because she was telling me things that I never thought a dietitian would be telling me. 3,000 calories is okay to eat and I'm gonna lose weight. I was like, this has to be a troll, but I knew it wasn't. She said, oh yeah, of course, especially when most people eat 1,200 to lose weight. You just burn so much more energy the larger you are. It's all trial and error too. If you're not losing weight as fast as you want at that limit, you can drop it by 250 and then try that. I said, I understand that. Everyone in the comments thinks that if I eat 500 calories for one meal, I'm eating too much. I know that's not true. And she said, yeah, the comments annoy me on that too. Large people need more calories. It's just a fact. And I said, I definitely agree with that. My Fitbit says I burn 2,800 calories a day literally doing nothing. And she goes, I know you previously lost a good chunk of weight, so you at least know what you're doing. How many calories were you eating then? And I kind of opened up to her about something that I haven't really shared with you guys, and I guess you're gonna find out now, but I said I didn't really count calories. But looking back now in the very beginning, it was probably no more than 900 calories a day. This was 8 years ago. I knew absolutely nothing about nutrition or calories then. She said, yeah, that's not ideal, but definitely quick weight loss. Just know that going under your daily calories will be fine. Starvation mode is a myth, and if you aren't particularly hungry or haven't hit your limit and it's late, just stop there. No reason to hit every day. I recommend aiming for 2,500. Restaurant food almost always has more calories than they say, so aiming a little lower is better to account for that. So I said, when eating out, should I automatically add 100 more calories on something? She said, honestly, yes, that would be a lot more accurate. And then she asked me, are you active at all right now? If you're not, 2,500 calories will be better for you until you get to walk until you get to walking around 30 minutes a day, which I definitely agree to, and that's exactly what I told you guys in my video. I said, I'm trying my hardest to be a little bit more active. I do not exercise for 30 minutes a day. That would be impossible for me right now, but I do want to start getting more steps on my on my Fitbit. Then I said, regards to diet soda and water advice, because I was curious. Everyone is such like a big, crazy, like, diet soda is a no, diet soda is a no, it's gonna make you gain weight, but I highly disagree with that. So I wanted to see what a dietitian thought. She said water and unsweet tea is the best. Crystal Lights, the no calorie ones, are fine too. Diet soda won't make you gain weight or anything. It could just trigger a craving for sweets. As long as you're fine with handling that, go for it, but water should be your main drink. I said that's what I figured. So many people say how diet soda makes you gain weight, blah blah blah, lol. And she said it absolutely does not. I was like, okay, good. So this was the first day of me following everything that she told me, and I said, here's day one. Is there anything I should be relying to you? She said, if you have any questions, let me know, but otherwise no. If you ever want to send me your daily MyFitnessPal log, I can always evaluate that. So I ended up sending her my day one log, where I actually had Mexican food for one meal, I had a hot fudge sundae, I had Burger King, and I had a McDonald's frap. So very, very, very horrible foods, but I ended up only eating 2,300 calories, and this is what she said to me. Good job staying in the calorie limit. If I would make one recommendation, try to fit at least one fruit or vegetable into your day. I know this is one snapshot, so it doesn't represent every day, but the actual nutrient content here is very low. Great step in the right direction though. I said, yeah, eating wise, I did horrible. Calorie wise, I'm proud. Tomorrow I'll make sure to eat more veggies. And she said, one step at a time. And I said, definitely. By the way, my videos are a little behind, so don't be alarmed, lol. And she's like, haha, no worries. And then I started just asking her more knowledge. I was like, does sodium make you gain weight? She says, it does not make you gain fat. It does make you retain water, which can make the scale not budge / go up. You should drink extra water on high sodium eating days. Plus the extra water the body holds onto with high sodium intake puts more strain on the heart when you're already bigger. And I was like, okay, makes sense. So I replied and I said, this was after the whole Burger King mukbang. People went crazy on it. They were just like, you shouldn't be eating this, you shouldn't be eating this, you have a dietitian, you're fat, you're gonna die, and all this stuff. I messaged her and I said, okay, so my new video is getting a ton of backlash. Well, all my videos do, because people are indeed psycho, lol. But this one is getting the same response from pretty much everyone. You're going to die eating that Burger King. So according to what you told me, I'm allowed to eat it as long as it fits into my calories. That meal was about 1,000 calories, which left me with about 1,600 more calories for the day. What are your thoughts? She replied with, sorry, I was driving a blank for Thanksgiving. For weight loss alone, yes, that's fine. If it's in your calories and done, when considering health, yes, it's not great to eat. High in fat and sodium, which are both bad for the heart, which is especially bad if you have underlying conditions. You get checked out by the doctor yearly, right? With labs and all. We started talking about my labs and how my A1C was normal and all this stuff. But I just want to say, the Burger King, she said it was totally fine. I stayed under my calories. It was totally fine. And my whole thing is like, yeah, I know. Eating certain foods, yeah, I will lose weight. Eating Burger King underneath a calorie deficiency, I will lose weight. But eating it every day is very, very bad for my health. These are two things that I do know. This is the last time I heard from her, okay? This is when we're getting into it. But this is around the time where people were going crazy in my comments. And I want you guys to know that this person, she was my dietitian, but she was also a subscriber. She was a viewer. She watched my videos and she read the comments. People were saying horrible things about, oh, Amberlynn probably doesn't have a dietitian, and if she does, her dietitian is absolutely stupid, and just saying horrible things about the information that my dietitian has given me. I feel like it got to her because this is what happened. On Thanksgiving, I sent her happy Thanksgiving, and she sent me a picture of her plate and she said, happy Thanksgiving to you too. I'm not being a good dietitian today. Hope your day is good. And she was just like joking around because her plate, like, because it had a bunch of Thanksgiving food on it. On the 28th, which was 6 days later, I said, would you care if I read some of our conversations in a YouTube video? There will be no name dropping or number dropping or anything like that. And the reason why I asked her that question is because I wanted to share with you guys some of the positive information and very helpful information that she has told me I wanted to share with you guys. She didn't reply. 7 hours later, I just sent her 2 question marks. I was just like, okay. So it's been probably a week, and I said, have you decided to just no longer speak to me? I sent it and closed my phone, didn't think anything of it. So since then, it's been a few days and I just now looked at our text messages and that text didn't deliver. And usually when it doesn't deliver, it means you're blocked. So I sent her a message and I said, so you considered me your client, but now you're just ignoring me. You told me I can text you when I needed anything. If you didn't want to continue helping me, it would have been nice if you would have told me. So when I sent that text, I was like, please send. It didn't send. So she blocked me. So then I ended up going to the original Instagram and sending her that the same message, and she hasn't replied. I'm confused on why she blocked me, but honestly, the only thing I can think of, because we had great correspondence, like she was super helpful, and I was like any other client, asking for help and doing the advice that she told me. I think the one thing that really got to her was just the comments. The comments, and I don't think she wanted to be a part of that negativity. And that just really opened my eyes that I can lose anybody due to horrible comments. And my vlog for yesterday, I am hanging out with two very good friends of mine who don't want to be on camera due to the hate that they have seen me get. Now I'm getting comments, people saying those were invisible friends. I'm sure Becky was on the other side of the table and just handed her the gift. They weren't even hanging out with anyone. And I'm just over here like, no, there's some people who don't want to be on camera. That's just how life is gonna go. And it sucks for a vlogger, of course, but I respect that. And I don't want to lose friends due to horrible things that people say. I've lost a dietitian because of horrible comments because I can't figure it out. I went through the texts over and over and over and over and over and over trying to figure out, did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? I don't know what I did wrong. I'm just like completely like flabbergasted by the whole thing because she was so kind and she reached out to me, and all of a sudden I was sharing with YouTube, which she said I could do, the information that she was giving me, and people in the comments were just like spitting bile and poison, and it was like, ugh. Like the things that people were saying, calling me a liar, saying that my dietitian was an idiot, and just like all these horrible things. I'm sure she didn't want to continue helping me. And I just think it's unfair as well. As much as I respected her, I just think it's unfair that she didn't message me and say maybe this isn't a good fit or something, but instead she blocked me. And I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about this video, but I'm just like, I really wanted to share it with you guys because I was following what she was telling me to do, and now I just feel like, screw it. I just feel kind of defeated in a way. I'm completely shocked, and I don't know. It's really weird to me. I don't understand what happened. You guys have to watch what you say. I've seen so many people who are just like, I wish Becky and Ricky and Eric will just leave Amberlynn so she can be alone. There's people out there who want to see me miserable and want to see me alone. And honestly, sometimes you're gonna win, but sometimes you aren't. And in this case, you have won. I no longer have a dietitian. Woo! Yay! Everyone was right. Amberlynn doesn't have a dietitian. Sorry, I'm just like, I don't know. It sucks. It's whatever. I think maybe I should just go to one in person, truly try to find one, because like I said, I was trying to find one and I couldn't. Maybe I can just go to cities or towns that are farther away from me. I don't really know. I don't know. It's just unfair that people have to be so mean in the comments to create so much like weird vibes towards certain people, and it's frustrating for sure. I'm sure there's gonna be so many haters out there who are like, Amberlynn, this was your fault. You were too needy. Bitch, like that's what it is. Like she was a 24/7 like dietitian, and I was just like messaging her as she messages me, and I was just like, you know, I need help. Like this is the truth, and I want you to answer the questions that I don't know the answers to, or that I think I know the answers to. She never once told me I messaged her too much or vice versa. Like it was very just like an easy flowing conversation, and she sent me large, huge paragraphs. So I feel like if I was annoying her or anything, she wouldn't have done that. But then the minute like the YouTube comments started, she completely wanted nothing to do with me. And it makes me sad for her because it's like maybe she's hurting from said comments, but what about me? You kind of just left me in the dark. I'm just over here like, what? So I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's not going to be a vlog for today, obviously, because it's just me talking for however long this is going to be. This is my Vlogmas for today. I'm just very upset with it, and I don't know. I don't know what to do about it besides find another dietitian. Instead of having one come to me, I'm gonna find one myself and just try a little bit harder than I did last time. But anyways, I don't know. That's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time, I guess. I don't know. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's Vlogmas. Bye.